What's going on, guys? JSGC here, back again for another video. Today we're going to be doing my Premier League predictions ahead of matchday number 26 in the Premier League. So before I do crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content, do subscribe to my channel. It is free to subscribe. Social media links, they're in the description if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. Email also in the description too if you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. Do let me know your predictions in the comments below. And finally, I would say a big thank you to today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. SofaScore are going to keep you guys up to date with all the latest football scores ahead of matchday number 26 in the Premier League. They're also going to keep you guys up to date with the latest football scores from around the grounds across England, across Europe, across the world, as well as keeping you guys up to date with all the latest scores from all the other sports that you guys love to follow, all in one place, all in one app. It's a very highly rated app. It is free to download, and anyone that does download using my link in the description or the QR code on screen does help to support the future content created here on my channel. So having a look at match day number 25, a bit of an alright week from me. I've graded myself 4 out of 10 because I've got 1 correct score, 4 correct results with 5 incorrect. Not my best performance, but not my worst either. Not too bad, so yeah. Anyway, so having a look at Friday, 14th of February last week. On the Friday night, we had Brighton taking on Chelsea. Had that down as a 1-1 draw. Brighton picked up a brilliant win, 3-0 at home against Chelsea. On to the Saturday games, we had Arsenal down as 3-0 winners away against Leicester. That finished 2-0 to Arsenal. Aston Villa had them down as 2-0 winners against Ipswich Town. That finished 1-1 at Villa Park. Fulham, Nottingham Forest. I said Fulham could spring a surprise on Nottingham Forest. It's a difficult place to go to. Craven Cottage, and I said 2-1 Fulham. Spot on with that. That game finishing 2-1 to Fulham. Manchester City had them down as 3-1 winners against Newcastle. Weren't a million miles away with City winning that game comprehensively by 4-0. I had AFC Bournemouth down as 2-1 away winners in the South Coast derby against Southampton. Again, not too far away. That finished 3-1 to AFC Bournemouth as they continue their good form this season. And then in East London, I had West Ham down as 2-0 winners against Brentford. Brentford managed to get a really good result at the London Stadium, winning that game by 1-0. And the final game last Saturday, Crystal Palace taking on Everton. Couldn't split the two teams, so I went with a 1-1 draw. Everton picking up another win, going from strength to strength in the Premier League under David Moyes, winning that game by 2-1. And then on Sunday, I had Liverpool down as 4-0 winners at home against Wolves, finished 2-1. Much closer than what Liverpool maybe wanted that game to be, but Wolves, I thought, played a very good game, in particular in that second half, and that Cunha goal, a very good goal there at Anfield. And finally, I had Manchester United down as 1-0 away winners against Spurs because I wanted to jinx them in the hope that Manchester United would lose that game. As I am a Manchester City fan, and it worked. 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur now. I didn't do any predictions for the game yesterday between Aston Villa and Liverpool. That finished 2-2. So once more, Liverpool remaining top of the Premier League, but the gap is getting ever so slightly smaller and smaller game day by game day, and Liverpool got some very difficult fixtures coming up, including in match day number 26 with an away game against Manchester City. So, moving on, match day number 26, my predictions. Friday, 21st of February 2025, King Power Stadium, Leicester City taking on Brentford at 8 PM GMT, with the game being broadcast live on Sky Sports. I'm going for Brentford, just pick up another away win, going 2-1 Brentford win there, and Leicester City once more struggling with picking up points, and potentially I can see them getting relegated come the end of the season. Now moving on to the games on Saturday at Goodison Park, you got Everton taking on Manchester United at 12:30 PM GMT, with the game being broadcast live on TNT Sports here in the UK. And I'm going for David Moyes to get his revenge on Manchester United, and I'm going clean sheet Everton, and also Everton picking up a couple of goals. 2-0 Everton. I'm going there at Goodison Park. Manchester United just struggling and pondering. They're not going to get relegated because I think I can see Manchester United picking up a few wins, but the fact that they're sitting right near the relegation zone, and we're even talking at the end of February about Man United could still get relegated is pretty much showing where Manchester United are up to. But yeah, I'm going for more pressure to be put on Ruben Amorim and his men, going 2-0 Everton win. Now to the 3 p.m. games, starting off at the Emirates Stadium, you've got Arsenal taking on West Ham. I don't see anything other than Arsenal picking up the win and putting some pressure onto Liverpool with their game against City on Sunday, so I'm going 3-1 Arsenal win for that game in North London. Then to the South Coast, you've got AFC Bournemouth taking on Wolves. I think Bournemouth will be too strong, going a couple of goals for them. Clean sheet, 2-0 win for AFC Bournemouth. And then to West London, you've got Fulham taking on Crystal Palace. And I'm going Fulham again at home, picking them to pick up another win, going 2-1 Fulham win there. To Suffolk at Portman Road, you've got Ipswich Town taking on Tottenham Hotspur. I can't split these two teams, so I'm going score draw. Both sides to cancel each other out, going 1-1 between Ipswich Town and Tottenham Hotspur. And then at St Mary's Stadium, you've got Southampton taking on Brighton and Hove Albion, another South Coast derby for Southampton. Another game at home and another loss for them, going 2-1 Brighton win there at St Mary's. And then the final game on Saturdays, very interesting game this one actually. You've got Aston Villa taking on Chelsea at 5:30 p.m. GMT, with the game being broadcast live on Sky Sports at Villa Park. I'm going Aston Villa to win this game. I can see Chelsea putting up a good fight, and this game being a very close game. I just think Villa are going to be too strong for Chelsea, and I can see them picking up the 3 points. So I'm going 2-1 Aston Villa. And once more, this race for the Champions League football maybe just being cranked up ever so more. And the likes of Villa, the likes of Bournemouth, the likes of Newcastle, Chelsea, all competing for a potential spot into the Champions League next season. So Villa to win and make things even more interesting than what they are when it comes to that race for Champions League football next season. Now moving on to the Sunday games, you've got Newcastle taking on Nottingham Forest, again speaking of the race for Champions League football next season at 2 p.m. at GMT, with the game being broadcast live on Sky Sports at St James's Park, going Newcastle narrowly to win that game by 2-1. I can see Nottingham Forest putting up a good fight. I can see Nottingham Forest taking points off Newcastle, but I think Newcastle, they'll be demanding and wanting a response from their heavy defeat against Manchester City away last weekend, and I think that they're going to try and prove a point at St James's Park and picking up a solid 3 points there against Nottingham Forest. Then the final game, you've got Manchester City against Liverpool at 4:30 p.m. GMT, with the game being broadcast live on Sky Sports. It's going to be an interesting game, this one. You have to wonder what mental and physical state Manchester City are in after being knocked out of the Champions League midweek against Real Madrid, and Manchester City seem to be picking up the odd good results here and there in the Premier League, and then it comes to European form and the heads drop, and they get a bad result here, a bad result there, and it's a lot about mental attitude, positive mental attitude, and proving that Manchester City are ready to go out there and pick up good results and try and salvage some success from the season. And it's really not easy. You know, in an ideal world, Manchester City don't want to be having games against Real Madrid at home, Newcastle at home, Real Madrid away, and then Liverpool at home, followed by an away match midweek against Tottenham Hotspur, followed by another away match coming up in March against Nottingham Forest. The fixture schedule isn't easy for Man City. It's not easy for Liverpool as well. This isn't an ideal game for Liverpool by any stretch of the imagination after playing away from home against Aston Villa midweek as well. So both sides just left with things to ponder. Liverpool will be sweating. I think Arsenal are going to pick up the win on Saturday. It's going to put Liverpool under tremendous pressure, and I think City are going to have a point to prove. And with the game being at the Etihad Stadium, I can see Manchester City doing to Liverpool what happened to Newcastle last weekend and Chelsea the weekend before, where Manchester City looked to go from strength to strength with extra runners in midfield. So I'm feeling optimistic about the game, and if they learn the lessons from Real Madrid, and that's going with the youthful players, the runners, rather than the aging, old, tired legs in midfield, then Man City won't be overran, and they'll be able to go toe-for-toe with Liverpool, take points, potentially even win the game. I'm going both teams to score, and I'm sitting here nice and positive, going 3-1 for Manchester City. I wouldn't rule out Liverpool doing something at the Etihad Stadium, maybe taking points at the Etihad like they did last season with that game finishing 1-1. I wouldn't even rule out Liverpool winning the season, this game, and then running on with the season and lifting the Premier League trophy before the end of the season. So we'll have to wait and see. This is a very poignant stage of the season, so lots to be decided. Arsenal are interested, Liverpool are very interested, Manchester City are interested, Forest are interested, Bournemouth are interested, Chelsea are interested, Villa are interested, Newcastle are interested, so very interested, and I feel like this is one of them rare Premier League parts of the season where just about everybody's capable of beating anyone, so it becomes very difficult to predict, so who knows? Who knows? So there we go. They have been my predictions. Do let me know your predictions in the comments below. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up on the video. That would be much appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Social media links, they're in the description. If you want to go and follow me on my Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, email also in the description too. If you want to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries. And finally, do go and check out today's video sponsor, which is brought to you by SofaScore. I'll see you all again real soon for the next video. So I've been JSGC. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.